Look, it's all white inside, and it's gold-plated. Is it gold-plated? Yes, it's gold-covered. Take a look. Are you kidding me here? Look, it's golden on the outside and white on the inside. Pure gold won't be like this. I don't think there's even a need to burn it for testing. Yes, you don't have to burn it. You can tell at a glance that it's not gold. This is a 500-gram gold bar. Is there iron in this? It should be made of silver or iron. There's just a layer of stuff on the outside. Yes, it's just a layer of gold plating. That's it. It's gold plated. You must be cautious when purchasing gold bars and choose formal financial management channels. The gold bars that this lady asked someone to bring back from Hong Kong turned out to be fake. You may not believe it after watching this video, but this is a real case that happened in Hunan, China. This woman asked a friend to buy a 500-gram gold bar from Hong Kong. Because she wanted to sell it, she called a professional to identify it. When the gold bar was cut open, she realized that she had been deceived and that the gold bar was fake. As we all know, there are many fake products in China. In terms of food, milk powder, cooking oil, vegetables, eggs, meat, and other foods can be fake. Now, even such precious gold bars have begun to be counterfeited, and the counterfeiting methods are all kinds of weird. This is crazy. Let's take a look at 2 more videos. A woman in Jiangxi, China took a gold bracelet she had owned for 15 years to a gold jewelry store and wanted to change it to another style. After cutting the bracelet open, she found that it was full of sand. Look, after pouring it out, it's all sand. The sand weighs 30 grams when poured out. In fact, only the outer skin of the bracelet is gold. Another customer bought a gold bracelet from a store of a well-known brand, Xiang, and found that it was hollow inside. The bracelet I bought at Xiang was hollow inside. After the welding joint was opened, I found that the inside was filled with mud. I have already told you that the bracelet is hollow inside. I paid the price of gold and bought clay. I found the Xiang store, but now they don't care. They only told me to replace it and asked me to pay for labor and depreciation. Another citizen took a ring to a gold recycling store to sell it. The shop owner told him that the ring was fake. He couldn't believe it. The shop owner tested it on the spot and showed it to him. Your ring is fake. How is that possible? This is a product from a formal gold store. Which gold shop did you buy it from? I really don't know. My friend gave it to me, and you can see it has a steel seal inside. How could it be fake? There is a steel seal. Let me show it to you. Your steel seal only has the number 999. If it's genuine, its steel seal should be pure gold 999 or AU 999. But I looked at it and found that it was no different from the real gold one I bought myself. It was exactly the same. This craftsmanship is very good. I have been doing this for so many years. To be honest, this is the best fake craftsmanship I have ever seen. Its color, workmanship, and gloss are exactly the same as the real thing. But its stamp is wrong. The second one has the wrong weight. It's relatively light. The real gold one should be heavier. Real gold is not afraid of fire. I will let you burn it and you will know. Then help me burn it. I'll take a real gold ring and burn it together. You can see the difference. You see, the colors have changed. This real gold ring will not change color. Look at this fake one. It will turn black after being burned. Let's take a look at how gold is faked. Method 1. Use Sikkim, South Africa for counterfeiting. It looks like real gold when worn, but the price is very cheap. Many merchants sell them as real gold. The price of 1 gram of Sikkim in South Africa is US $2, while the price of gold is US $86 per gram, which is a really huge profit. Let me take you to see these products processed with technology. First of all, the material used is not real gold, it's South African Sikkim. 1 gram only costs 15 yuan, which is $2. Many merchants sell the Sikkim as real gold. All its properties are very similar to real gold. You can't use a magnet to attract it. After cutting it with a cutting machine, you can see that it's golden inside and outside. Moreover, it has the characteristics of gold and is very soft and can be deformed even when pinched by hand. Let me show you how to use this material to make jewelry. First, use a high-temperature gun to melt the Sikkim. After continuous heating, the Sikkim melts into gold water. It's poured into a mold and cooled to form. It'll still be golden when placed in the water. There are many styles of jewelry made from this material, and any style that the customer likes can be made. Method 2. Use 4 metals, copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin to synthesize gold, called Nordic gold. Today, I will show you how to turn copper into gold. In fact, you only need a few additives. First, put the heat-resistant container into the stove, close the lid, and start heating. After a few minutes, the container will burn red. At this time, the temperature will be about and turned red again. Now put the lid on and just wait until it melts, but it's more interesting to watch it melt. Spray some flames on it to help melt. The effect is very obvious. Now the copper water has been boiled and even splashed out, which is actually quite dangerous. Still put the lid on, opened it after a few minutes, and it looked even hotter. Let's start adding additives. First, add a little aluminum and melt it in the pot. Then scrape off the impurities on top and prepare the next additive. And finally polish it. Although it's not real gold, it looks very similar. In fact, this alloy is called Nordic gold. Do you understand? Method 3. Add a metal called rhenium to the raw material of gold. The texture is exactly the same as gold. The method is so clever that it's impossible to distinguish it. In recent days, on a short video platform in mainland China, a piece of news about CCTV exposing gold adulteration in 16 well-known gold and jewelry brand gold stores instantly sparked heated discussions among netizens. China Central Television said in a financial news report, "There is a new way to adulterate gold. It's difficult to distinguish the authenticity of gold containing rhenium." What happened is this. A man named Liu Ting, who runs a gold jewelry recycling store in Ningbo, Zhejiang Province, China, purchased 2 pieces of gold jewelry weighing 29 grams. The next day, the gold recycling manufacturer informed Liu Ting that the gold jewelry tested with instruments showed that it was 999 pure gold. However, when the gold nuggets were cut open for inspection, it was found that there were many raised white dots on it, indicating that the gold nugget contained a metal called rhenium. According to reports, the price of rhenium is only more than 10 yuan per gram, which is about $2. This metal has a silvery white appearance, is very hard in texture, and is wear resistant and corrosion resistant. Its density is very similar to that of pure gold, but the hardness and melting point are higher than pure gold. It's impossible to distinguish using conventional weighing methods. Unless it's a professional institution, ordinary people cannot tell whether the gold they buy is genuine or fake. Let's take a look at Mr. Lin, a netizen who is in the jewelry business, to summarize some of the most common gold counterfeiting techniques currently on the market. To be honest, gold counterfeiting technology is indeed very advanced now, and I myself have had the experience of being scammed. Next, I will summarize for you several methods of gold adulteration. The first one, gold plus rhenium, is also a very clever method in the past 2 years. Since the density of rhenium is very similar to that of gold, counterfeiters usually add rhenium to the central part of the gold, so it's impossible to detect it using ordinary instruments to detect the surrounding areas. Many unscrupulous merchants will mix 20% to 40% rhenium into pure gold. This can increase profit margins, but the fineness of the same gold will decrease. The second method is to add iridium and tungsten to gold. Because these 2 metals are very close to gold in the periodic table of elements, their density and chemical properties are very similar to gold, but their prices are less than 1/10 of gold. The third, more common gold scam is gold wrapped in silver. As the name suggests, it's a kind of jewelry made of silver on the inside and wrapped with a layer of gold skin on the outside. If you buy gold-wrapped silver, you will never know that you bought gold-wrapped silver unless you change the style, because no one will cut off the jewelry immediately after buying it and take it for testing. The fourth type, gold injection glue, is to inject various glues into hollow gold and sell them as pure gold. These frauds are endless. If you don't pay attention, you will really get into a big trap. I suggest that when buying this kind of precious gold jewelry, you should go to physical stores or brand stores, such as some not guaranteed online stores, live broadcast rooms, and small stores. I think the purchase risk is huge and the cost of your rights protection is very high, so everyone must keep their eyes open and buy with caution. So why are there so many gold fraud incidents? In fact, it's because gold has a huge consumer market in China. Chinese people have been in the habit of buying gold since ancient times, and storing gold is also an investment choice for people to maintain their value. Especially since 2020, due to the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic, the price of an ounce of gold has exceeded the US $2,000 mark, hitting a record high, and has now reached US $2,700 per ounce. There are currently many uncertainties happening around the world, and many people want to buy gold for emergencies. It's not just the elderly and women who buy gold. In recent years, young people in China have also begun to invest in gold. According to a report on the mainland website Finance Network News titled, "China has increased its gold reserves for 18 consecutive months by 60,000 ounces in April." Reports as early as 2021 pointed out that young people have a preference for gold and are starting to invest. 76% of gold store consumers are aged 25 to 35, and the willingness to purchase gold jewelry among people aged 18 to 24 has increased from 16% in 2016 to 59% in 2021. In the first quarter of 2024, national gold consumption was 308.905 tons, a year-on-year increase of 5.94%. China's The Paper also reported that with the popularity of gold buying, complaints about fake gold are increasing day by day in various places. On a certain complaint platform, there were more than 5,000 complaints about fake gold alone. Many victims were deceived because it was not just gold that was forged, but also various fake certificates, invoices, etc. The certificates and invoices showed that they were from large merchants with well-known brands, such as well-known gold store with a history of 94 years, Chow Song Song, Chow Tai Fook, etc. Let's take a look at how these certificates, invoices, and packaging boxes are faked. Look at this fake packaging pretending to be Chow Tai Fook. Today, a customer asked to verify the jewelry she bought. This product comes with a certificate and invoice, including this kind of packaging box. The box is printed with the Chow Tai Fook logo, but the quality is very poor, and it doesn't look like it's from Chow Tai Fook. I just went to test this jewelry. It is silver gold plated with a little bit of gold on the surface. Except for the jewelry, which is fake, the entire set of invoices and warranty cards are also fake. Everyone must remember that the items sold by this merchant are fake. The jewelry is only plated with a little gold on the outside, including invoices, stamps, etc. They are not genuine Chow Tai Fook and are not sold by Chow Tai Fook. Nowadays, because the price of gold is very high, many people come out to fake it. This is just a piece of silver jewelry, and the actual cost is about tens of yuan. Therefore, everyone should try not to buy this kind of gold jewelry on the internet. Finally, let's take a look at what this netizen said. On May 1st this year, many friends sent me messages asking whether I should buy this gold. Is it time to buy? I said at that time, it's up to you whether you buy it or not, but I wouldn't buy it anyway. Although I didn't know so much at that time, I had this idea that many things were fake. Anyway, living in this world, I suggest that everyone should have a good idea of everything in your mind. People often expect very good things from this world. In fact, many places in this world are deception. I know many families, including many women, believe that they should have some gold and dripping with gold and silver. But everyone should know that some frauds are beyond our imagination. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.